incident. And the one thing I'm not able to understand, and I couldn't clearly hear to the father-in-law of Twisha, but I believe that she was such a successful, professionally successful woman who balanced her career and art creativity. And her chat has been revealed by the national channel, also one of the national channel, where she was discussing her problem with her mother before the suicide. She said, I am extremely stressed. I am traumatized by my husband. And once she said, I will talk later on when the time is right. I mean, her husband was around, it seems, or somebody was around. She was not able to speak freely. And she said, my husband asking whose child I am carrying. You know that this is a character assassination of the woman. You are mentally torturing the woman. And the creative and so dedicated to her profession and full of life, this girl, she just committed the suicide. You can understand what she was going through, the trauma she was going through. And the angle of the abatement of the suicide also should be seen by the police. And police must collect all evidences, examine every aspect of the case, and collect all relevant evidences, investigate husband and in-laws' role also into it. But it should be fair. If they are not involved, they should not be implicated in this case. But there should be a thorough of this investigation, fair investigation, I'm saying, of this case. Because such a successful woman, how can she commit a suicide? Must be going through a trauma, mental trauma.
Ms. Hassan, let me take you through what the mother-in-law has said. Firstly, she's saying Twisha was not happy with the fact that she had conceived and she did not want a child. This is what had irked her. Twisha was consuming drugs. This is why her behavior was erratic. This is what the mother-in-law is saying after Twisha has passed away. She's defending her son when the son is not coming forward to be presented to the authorities for investigation. What does this tell you about the in-laws of Twisha and the perception or the narrative they are trying to create?
No, they are trying to create a narrative in which they want to blame this girl who is no more. This lively girl has just committed suicide. She ended her life because she was going through the trauma. I'm saying such a successful woman who was professionally so successful, doing so well, and balancing her career and this art, creativity, everything, how she committed suicide? And how she agreed to carry the baby if she was not willing? Yes. And why husband was saying again to her, whom baby you are carrying? And she is blaming, she doesn't want to have the baby, but she said to her mother that cats are there. That way she is saying, Mom, my husband is blaming me. He asking me that whose baby you are carrying. So what is this? There's a contradiction between the mother-in-law's statement and the girl whose WhatsApp chats are available and the police will go through. Definitely, that shows that there is contradiction between both the statements.
Right. Ms. Hassan, do you think the mother-in-law and the family, the in-laws of Twisha, are trying to use their influence to maneuver the case in their favor? They've already sought anticipatory bail. Husband's gone absconding.
Yes. Why husband is absconding? I'm saying, why is absconding? When he has done nothing, he was so nice and he was with her. So why this happened, Why he's not coming forward and saying what has happened? Why he's not denying, these are not, statements are not true? He should give some proof about it. And before suicide, if the woman has given some statement with a written, with a WhatsApp, and the authenticity will be checked by the police. The investigation will take the proper course. But if there is some truth, then why he is not coming forward?
Yes.
His wife has ended his life, who was carrying a baby. So it's a very, very shameful. Yes. And they're just trying to hush up the whole thing and blame this girl, this young dynamic girl.
Absolutely. Ms. Hassan, thank you very much for joining us and for speaking to us. And in fact, viewers, we have some more breaking news updates. Twisha Sharma's friend, Sameera, has also stated, and I'm quoting, she said, the last time I spoke